Okay. So, I have planned, and I have contemplated, and I have schemed, and I know what must be done. I know what I must do. Okay. So, first off, I have quite the plan. You'll see. I got papers and things. You'll see. All right. First things first. First thing is first. I'm gonna need a few of the larger buildings, and I'm gonna need a crap ton of the larger buildings. Okay. I need. Let me see. I need a lot of things to make this work. I've decided to assume that the ores will be processed at least, that they'll have gone through refinement and already be as, iron ore, copper ore, that sort of thing coming in. That's going to be our starting point. Now, let me get this set up and then I'll show my work. Alright, we want an ore processing machine 3. We need a crap ton of these. I'm gonna have to make a lot of things. I'm gonna have to make a lot of things. Ooh, I know exactly what my first thing should be. Craft yourself. Make the 3D printer, print the 3D printer. It's perfect. And you need steel to do that. Alright, fair enough. Alright. You steel wheels. You oh crap, I need assembly machine 2s. It's gonna be a process. I've got many things I want to do, but let's pull this out. Yeah, I know. He's off to a fantastic start with his great plan. Spent many hours on this. Okay, so first thing I did. First thing I did was I took a bunch of notes on all the stuff that gets smelted. Crap, can you even see any of it? Anyway, it's on both sides of the page, all the way down to the bottom. It's a crap ton of notes on all the formulas, all the stuff that goes in and out on each one of them, as well as another page of notes that's just formulas for things like sodium carbonate, sodium hydroxide, so on and so forth, all the steps to make each product. Then I had, I took the time to make a list of every single thing that was in common. Every single thing that they had in common in my horrific handwriting that was meant for myself, not for other people to read. I know it's terrible, but it's like, for example, carbon is used by cobalt, tin, and titanium. Oxygen is used by zinc, silver, lead, copper, and gold smelting by their blast furnaces, and so on. It's got everything. What uses limestone? What uses just everything. Sulfur dioxide is produced by 2 different things. Lead and I think it was titanium, but I'd have to check. Yeah, more notes. We're getting to the important bits. The 2 important pieces to this puzzle. So, each of these is a factory building. And I have 12 of them. And they're, they have everything, all the details of what goes in each one. And then I have this old paper that I wrote up, and I had to do a lot of stuff in my head. But basically, this is the placement of all the factories, all the factory buildings in relation to each other, to keep them kind of like, for example, the only 2 that used sodium cyanide. Okay, here's a good example. See, down here, sorry for the thing. See the washing plant? I hope that's the washing plant. gold and silver are next to it, because the washing plant creates sodium cyanide, which will then pass through a belt to gold and silver, the only two kinds that need it. They will send back sodium hydroxide, which is something the washing plant already produces, and the washing plant will just pass that along with the rest of their sodium hydroxide. Yeah, that kind of thing, except I did the best I could. I decided to offset their layers so they weren't in perfect rows, but were actually staggered. I concluded the gap between each building should be 13 tiles wide. That would, assuming that we were building the largest factories possible, and I'm going to have to measure that out, because that would allow all 6, hold on, that would allow all 6 of these ports to be used on one building, 6 tiles, all 6 on the next 6 tiles, and then 1 for electricity. That's why it's 13. But most of the time, I'm not actually going to use the big factories. I'm going to use the small ones. And because I've got a very modular design in mind. But I'm going to space it as though they're the big ones, because I might find myself needing to upgrade their sizes later. I don't know. Or some of them might turn out, particularly like trees and washing, I'm certain are going to need the big ones. That's why I made a few of them. Because, yeah, I'm almost certainly going to need them. Excuse me, hiccups for no reason. Anyway, we're going to produce all the equipment that goes inside of it, and we're going to produce a ton of them, and we're going to change the shape of our island, well, the size of our island a little. I guess it's going to be more rectangular now. I need this because we are going to just go south. Also, yeah, specifically, I know you couldn't tell from the piece of paper, but I also know where the water is in relation to these, because that's actually a very important detail. So, we're going to start... Seems safe so far. I can go a little further. Okay, that's possibly too close. I might have to build defenses here, depending on how far they can shoot. And this oil is lost. Pity, it's got a good yield. I wonder if I can just put a pump there, a pump jack. Oops, I went further than I intended. I don't know that I have enough ground to do everything that I want here. Oh, right. Somebody told me there was a way. They explained how to increase the paintbrush. They explained it. They told me. And I forgot! No, we need it. Now is the time. We must has. Okay, let me see. Scrolling back. Plus. So it's a huge valve. Thank you so much. Okay. Apparently more than one person told me. This is so much better. I don't have to worry about gaps. As long as I'm careful not to push things out and keep my nice square. I might make it not a square at some point, but at least temporarily, this is going to be the shape. Yeah, this is going to use up a lot of landfill. I can do the same thing with cement, but I'll have less cement. I don't think I have nearly as much cement. What if I just threw the oil rig and just left a very tiny lake here? I might. Oh no! I've gone a tile too far down. Crap. Oh well. It's imperfect! It's impure. Alright, burn the island down. Let's go make another one someplace else. This one's ruined now. Okay. Yeah, this is nice. Alright. Okay. Holy shit, that was a lot. So I might just, I don't know, I might have put it too close. The oil rig might not even fit anymore. Who knows? I'm really curious what happens if I just throw dirt on it. Will it just become a regular oil spot? That's a good question. Alright, well, now that's done. There's another one there, which is good because there will be petrochemical activity on this. Okay, so what I need... You can have what's left of this. Oh shit, I used up most of it. Well, if the island wants to expand, it's gonna have to get busy. Making more. Okay, these... Oh, then they need copper. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I'll need a bare minimum of... Well, I've got a few larger ones. Let's just take 15. That way I know for a fact I have more than enough. Okay. What's next? Cement. Ooh, cement. Cement. That might have to be something that we work on later. When we have more. Just more. Alright. So, I'm going to pick this up. I'm going to shove it in the plane. I'm going to pick this up and that and that. Might as well bring the whole plane with us. Okay. So, I said I knew where the bottom would have to be. Let me bring that landfill. No, let's not. I'm waffling a little bit. Part of me wants to put it on the southern shore, and part of me wants to put it here, up the side. Where I decide to put this is going to end up being one of my defining storage facilities. So actually, it makes the most sense to go more towards the middle. Yeah, this would make the most sense here. Okay. So, my question is, how many tiles wide are you? With our precision measuring device, and are you a perfect square? These are things I'm not sure of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I count that right? Oh, it's definitely even on both sides here. You are not a perfect square. Well, well. Interesting. Okay. Definitely. Definitely. Huh, you actually look... You actually... Well, anyway. Looks can be deceiving. Alright. We know that that's 11. So... So that's 11. 12. So that should be 13 tiles, right? Oh dear. Well, how else are you going to count? Ugh. My movement speed on this terrain is so fast. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. A step too far. Okay. Now it becomes easy. Okay. No, stamp. Stamp it. It's... Blueprint wants to be stupid. Stamp it. Stamp it. Don't be stupid. I want it here. You know I want it here. Why are you stupid? Is that perfectly in the right spot? No, this is it? Okay, that's it. So, you're making this a pain in the butt. A pain in my ass. Alright. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Okay, so what do they look like when they're tiny, you might ask? Well, in that case, they end up kind of like this. Look at the tiny thing. Oh, it's itty bitty. Okay, and we're ready to upscale any of them that need to be larger. In fact, there. Okay. Okay, so number 3 is going to be washing, so we can expect that one to be extra large. I'm pretty certain of it, and is that right? Is that too far? Wait a second, did I screw you up? No, I think that's correct. Okay. And the next one over is trees, which... Oh shit, what have I done? Undo. Edit undo. Ah, crap. Maybe we can eyeball it. Is that right? Ugh. Ah! No, wait. I have a precision measuring device. Okay, it's got to go one tile up. Ah, one of the things I really want to make is a diamond. I want to skip tungsten axes entirely and create the diamond axe because it's the ultimate. We're going to get into that. Like, our first big project is probably going to be making that axe. Or, I guess that's a small project. Our first big project is going to be mod chips. Which, because there's an item in the game called mod chips, I want to use the word modular design a whole bunch, but it might get confusing. Anyway, now from here... Guess what it is going to be? Yep. 13. Again. So... Except it's going to be a little bit different than that. Don't know why I can't just imprint on top and... Oh, crap. Okay. Perfection. Okay, there we go. We know that's 13 tiles over now. Okay. So, for these, We want them to be offset. Doesn't have to be super precise. Weren't you 11? There should be a gap of 13 between, and you're 11 across. What the hell have I done? Are you kidding me? How do you screw this up? Hadrix, what's wrong with you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The gap is 13, the building is 11, and yet somehow they fit like this. Whatever. Everything is correct. As long as these ghostly illusions don't fade away on me. Okay. Okay, correct. I'm off one tile. How did I get off one tile? How did that happen? What the hell? Okay, alright. Perfect. Boom. Perfection. What's less perfect is get in the plane. I need you in the plane. Crap. Every little possible mistake must be made, or Hadrix isn't Hadrixing correctly. Is that right? Is that right? Okay. I'm just getting paranoid. So I need quite a bit. And we're gonna have to go out more. We might have to go pick up more landfill. Alright, here. Hold some of that. Hold that. Alright, give me everything you got left. Leftovers! Okay, we need... There's gonna be more than that, and I know it. Okay. That landfill's gonna run out any second. It's letting me continue. Holy crap, I can't believe how far it's letting me go. Which is good, because I need to go out in this direction. Oh, there it goes. Okay! And for our final trick. That's the space. Only it needs to be here. Ah! No, my own bar is getting in the way. Ugh, this bar, it's in the way. I can't, can I move it? No. Crap. The hell? I should have started from the other side. Oh my gosh, I just need to put it here. Oh dear. Oh, this is a stupid, stupid problem. Does that help? Whoa. Yes, yes it does. Sorry for you guys, it just messed it up a little, I know. I'll fix it in a second. I just need this. I went one tile too high. This should be easy. Why is this a pain in the butt? No, it's still a tile too high. I don't have quite enough vertical reach to do it. Alright, I can go further with this. Go away, autosave. Okay. Is that the right spot? No, now I'm too far down. Got it. Nailed it. I felt it that time. Right there. Which one was it? Here or there? Perfect. Alright, that's it. We're done with this one. I can now burn that blueprint because it's stupid. Okay, this is it. This is where all of them go. Alright? Alright. So, let's place them. We'll upgrade to the big ones only when absolutely necessary. Okay. Now we can work inside. Oh, this is going to be so good. This is going to be so efficient. I know it doesn't look like much now, but, uh-oh. Oh, I've got another one right here. Why did it stop grabbing them? There's nothing in it. Weird. Okay. Alright. Now, we mark them. For convenience. Alright. So, hop aboard, fly over here. Do I have every kind of ore in this bucket? I don't think so. Not even close. It's okay. We will go pick one of every fruit, and we will drop it in each of these. And then, how are you doing on fuel? There was a time I didn't even know you could burn a small electric pole. It's hard to imagine fitting in the fuel tank and yet also still being able to be pulled out and used. Okay. And an aluminum and a copper. Not uranium, though. We're not dealing in that. That's another problem. Not much lead. Seriously, the lead shortage may possibly become a serious issue. The silver shortage and the gold shortage, oh my gosh. The gold shortage, in particular, might be a major issue. But one thing at a time. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 types of minerals. That's 13. You may have noticed that the piece of paper showed 3 more of the buildings. Well, those are for 3 things I'm just not dealing with at this time. Which is weird shit that magnesium, chrome, it's in here somewhere, I don't know where, and something else, I forget what. 3 things we're not dealing with at this time. Okay. So, oh, I'm forgetting something, of course. I want a seedling and a, I guess a brick. And by marking all of these, okay. By marking all of these, I'll always know what they are. Silver. And some of these might end up doing multi-purpose things. For example, the washing is also the salt factory. It makes sense to me to do that. So, speaking of, this should actually have both, I guess, a brick and salt. But for now, just throwing something in each of them so that I know what it is better than nothing. Okay, let me see. This one's nickel. Let me give you a nickel. Okay, and then we go up the other side. This one's titanium. Oh, wait till you see how all these come together. But we're going to have to manufacture the devices now. Oh, hey, look. Iron. Like, all of these things are going to be interconnected with stuff snaking back and forth. So let me talk about objectives. I decided logistic robots are very awesome, powerful tool, but they're also terribly inefficient. They use a lot of energy. Considering that a transporter belt doesn't use energy at all. Yeah. A powerful, awesome tool that's also kind of your bandage that will fix all kinds of different situations you might run into. Yeah, that's zinc. Next up is copper, then cobalt. Good, I put them all in their proper bins. You never know with me. If it's a mistake, I could make it. Okay. So one of the goals is to do everything without using logistic robots. Or using, I guess I should say, use them when you have to, but for the most part, minimize their use. The less I use the logistic bots, the better. So these are all going to spit out ingots. And then it's going to come to a building. I don't know if it's going to be 1, 2, or 3, but it's going to be a compound, however big it has to be, that's going to smelt all of the alloys and such. All of this. All of this will be done in a big factory thing. Our inputs and our outputs to this, I want to call it a module. I don't know what to call it. I guess I call them zones. Each zone is supposed to be largely self-contained. I'm not trying to make wood and coal for the entire factory, just for this area. Just for the buildings that need coke, carbon, and carbon monoxide, and so on. And the same with this. It's going to be producing my bricks. But that's not really its purpose. That's just the best marker I can have for it. Its main purpose is actually salt and a couple of gases that you get out of saline water that are necessary. From another module that's going to have to be down here. This is why I needed... I was thinking about building it this way, but I did not have the landfill and realized that. So, adjacent to it is going to be a petrochem module, which is probably going to deal in natural gas? I mean, oil is plentiful and easy to get. The natural gas is kind of a pain in the ass to acquire. Anyway, the important thing is that I get acid gas. I have some I can bring over. Yeah, I can convert all of this into things that I'm not sure what I should do with yet. There are various products I could make out of these. I just haven't really needed to use them. But this is the important thing for our refining process. This is one of the inputs I have to have. So I've got a ton of raw gas to bring over already, and I can probably rig up oil to do more of this. I have ideas for a completely different oil system. Since it won't be tied to my power production, I can actually use the fuel oil to... I can use this to make something that's even better than this. A better fuel that will make my boats and planes drive even faster and just generally be more awesome. And that's what my fuel oil is going to be for. And these, they'll produce the things I need to produce out of them, and all of the excess, I'll have one of those, oh, it's over here somewhere. It's here somewhere. I don't know where it is. There's a, somewhere with the fluid handling stuff, somewhere in one of them, there is a, oh, here they are. There are these valves. The overflow valve, that's the one I'll want. I'll pop the overflow valves on them, so whenever naphtha or base mineral oil get too big, the overflow valve will kick in. It'll run through the process. There's a process that will let me turn it into fuel oil, I believe. I've never done that particular conversion, but I'm pretty sure it's in there. If not, I'll find something else. But I think it's in there. So I'll try converting them into fuel oil and turning that into more solid fuel. The enhanced better kind, which I don't know where it is. It's in here somewhere. We've got too many things. There it is. Enriched fuel block. This bad boy. I'm going to make this. I'm going to make these. That's going to be our fuel source. I mean, for a while, we'll just burn the solid fuel we've already got. But there will come a point when everything will be running off enriched fuel. Because it's better. That's why. Because I can. This is going to be the super factory. We're only going to be working with Mark IIIs until I can get better than that. Of course, there's some question of input and output and all that. And there's questions of space. There's a lot of details I need to figure out. But that's fine. So the next goal is to make the tools. And by tools, I mean blast furnaces and pellet presses and ore machines and all of these things. Because, as I said, I've grown fond of this. I want to leave this all intact as it is. Instead, we're building this new base from scratch. And it's gonna get Mark IIIs. I can't wait to get into the mod things. I'm not kidding when I say this is my first major project. I want to get into the special ones, the ones I can't even get at yet. Blue, light blue, yellow, and especially red. Especially red. These are really nice. Don't make it yellow and call it green. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. No. I'm sorry. I just... You literally had a green module that you could have said green module. And I know you would have... It would have meant recoloring something that already... Crap. I got my notes wet. My elbow hit a water bottle, and now my notes, my precious notes that I spent all this time on, are wet. And I still need... Actually, I don't need any of those anymore at this point. The only ones I need are here. The only ones I need are these at this point. But still, I've worked on those. Now they're wet. Stupid water bottle. I blame you and not my elbow. And certainly not my brain. My brain refuses to take responsibility for that act. It's anybody else's fault, whether they're animate or not. Anyway. So yeah. Green modules. You could have just... Bob! Look, you used blue and you made a light blue. Why not just make it a light green or a dark green or something? Don't make it yellow and call it green. Anyway. Alright, so, yeah. I'm going to manufacture the parts to smelt all of these, and then we're going to build them. So each one of these actually they have a lot of different processes, and many of them work with elements I've never used before. Oh! I'm forgetting. They're using elements I've never used before because they're using elements I've never researched. Yeah. So I need chlorine processing so I can make things like, I think sodium chlorate is important. More importantly, I need to be able to make sodium. And that will let me research these methods because I chose specifically for gold, silver, and I think aluminum. I'm not sure which method I chose for aluminum. I might not have. I think I did choose this method for aluminum. Anyway, we need sodium processing. So let's get researching. I made sure I had just enough science lying around to do this. Okay, and we have access to all kinds of new gases. There are too many gases. I really appreciate there are multiple ways to do everything and that I'm able to survive without, for example, natural gas. But there are too many, too many gases. I want to put in more mods to put in even more things, but seriously, look at the fluids. So many. And I want more, even though I admit there are too many. What's wrong with me? What the hell is wrong with me? Anyway, these are nice and inexpensive, which is good because I'm almost out of everything for researching. There we go. Silver smelting 3. Was there anything else I needed? I don't think so. I'm pretty happy with the method of plastic production I already have. Oh, we're going to get into the gem stuff. Polished diamond out of cut diamond out of... we'll worry about that later. We need to make a bunch of Mark III blast furnaces and the like. We're going to be using pink chips. I might raid this old factory for its mod chips. I might run around scrounging. I've done it before, but I might run around scrounging every available productivity module that's available. I might just go for all of them. I still don't care about this or this. I don't get it. What's wrong with this? Like you're spending 24 ingots and you end up with this. This method, you're spending 36 ingots for 360. It's okay. It's a little bit more time efficient. All you're really doing is just mixing around the proportions, and honestly, I don't even want to get lead involved in this. Or tin. Maybe tin. I have a lot of tin. But no, I don't get it. Why not just use this? Maybe tin. Tin kind of makes sense. Huh. I can build you. I can build you. Oh, nope, too far. Went too far. Okay, hold on. This... I want to know if that has more mod chip slots. That's a very important question. But I probably don't have all of the right kind of stuff to make this thing. Okay. Hold on. This is last question before we move on. So I need to make more cement. I need to get all the stuff, all the tools, and I will have them next time, and we'll go room by room and build. Build, 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 build. Okay, I might be asked for wood. Already got a good 4, so let me see. I've got steel, I've got iron, titanium. Oh my gosh, I don't have titanium. I probably will find I need more. Gunmetal, very unlikely. Bronze, looks like I have bronze. No, tin, maybe some lead. Very unlikely to need lead. It's always asking for solder. Do I need gold? You never know, you might need gold. Okay, let's see. Brass. Oh, titanium bearings. Ooh, do I have any? No, I don't. I know where to make them, though. I can make a few titanium bearings. And you said brass? Oh, man, do I not have brass? Am I out? I'm out of brass. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm not out of brass. What am I saying? I'm crazy. All right, we want this. And then all I need is some titanium bearings? 5 of them? That's not even many. I got a machine that makes these. I could mass produce them. I don't have that much titanium. I could produce a bunch. Okay. Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Whoa. You jumped from 1.25 to 2. That is an enormous jump in production speed. Enormous. Alright, this is what I need here. Oh, hey, look, I've got some titanium. Oh, good. Okay. Hold up. Probably should grab some of this. Titanium is kind of important to a lot of things. Okay. Okay, there you go. Okay, so first question. So the ones I've been using have 4 slots. So for comparison, boop, boop, 5. Oh, that's a big deal. Not only is it way faster, but it has a 5th slot. And it can produce bigger things. Bigger, more complicated things. Okay. Let's convert it to an assembly machine 5 now. Your speed is a 2.75. I don't care. Give me those back. That's all I care about. Uses more energy, of course. It pollutes more, of course. It's got more hit points. Same number of slots. Okay, don't need to go that far. But I will definitely want purple assembly machines, because I can fit in 1 more mod slot. It's going to be a pain making those, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be totally worth it. Don't need that. Let's just look for any last thing. Coolant, maybe. I don't know. Probably should just buy a few of these kind of upgrades. I'll just take these titanium bearings with me. Good job. How much science we got left? Ooh, we got 500 yellow. That's enough to do a few more. Good, because these are cheap. These are so cheap. It's not like I'm spending 5,000 on one again. Don't need that because I can't make that yet. We're not into that tech level quite yet. Okay. Alright, this is as far as the blast furnaces go. Not that they really need to be that much more powerful, because, you know, they don't get production mod chips, generally. Well, actually, oh wait, do they? No, they don't. I don't think they do. Don't tempt me. That would eat all my science. It would be over. No. Let's do the strand casting thing. Still got 500-ish. You're fine. Okay. Science is so ridiculously fast. Oh, man. Okay. Do we want this? How much purple do we have? That's a very good question. It was a lot, right? Yeah, it's a lot. Okay, good. Well, not really a lot. It wouldn't have gotten me atomics, but it's something. See, I'm gonna grab those. I'm gonna grab I should probably take another chemical plant. It might have more slots. I'm just gonna take all of these kind of things that I've been skipping out on most of the game. There's a ton of them. I don't know if I'll do these. They're expensive. Oh wait, is that the limit? Huh. This is as far as the electronic assembly machines go. Maybe. I don't know. Not gonna worry about refining yet. That'll come later. But anything... Where's the induction furnaces and the blast furnaces and all that kind of stuff? I don't know. All those kinds of things. Any tools. I'm gonna make the tools. And then... I don't know exactly where I'm going to be storing all of the ore and stuff. I know that you guys want to be right next to the shore so I can get your viscous mud. Your viscous mud, and you guys want water. So you're next to the shore where you can get it. Where exactly I'm going to be storing all the ores, I'm actually probably going to put them up here. And the ores will probably flow down channels into all of these. Through the middle. Right through the middle. That will mean that there'll have to be 5 channels dedicated to ores on each one. Now, I can actually pass lines through the buildings by going in and just across and out, but I'd prefer not to if I can avoid it. I've also set up over here where I make the fast belts. I've made a pile of these. These are going to start making underground belts. And I should get there before it runs out of iron, because it eats up iron quick. So that we can have... okay, that's still ticking. That was just a lot slower. So that we can have all the underground belts that we'll undoubtedly need a crap ton of. If I might actually not need so many, depending on how I do things. But you know they're going to come up. You know they're going to come up. So I'm going to produce a crap ton of them. And by crap ton, I mean at least a handful. This machine here is going to be the lucky machine that produces a lot of stuff. Starting with more machines like it. We're going to... Oh man, you can feel the difference when I step on those. Yeah, I turned this off. It was just wasting my fuel. I mean, it was converting the fuel, but it was just wasting fuel. We're not up to it yet. I'm going to turn it back on now that there's something for it to do. Yeah. And we're going to do this. We're going to do this. I love it. 5 slots. I love it. And I love it even more when they are red instead of pink. Ah! There's something seriously wrong with my science. You two are bouncing back and forth. Why? Where's Blue? Wait. Why is Blue in there? Oh, that would be what's wrong. Blue is in completely the wrong container. No wonder it went so abysmally slow. Actually, it's still ticking somehow. Anyway, so next time, we're going to build it all, and then the first stage of our new awesome everything will be done. Our new super base. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I shouldn't do it that way, but I'm in a hurry. And what get every time you fly by arms, they just start grabbing things out of this plane or stuffing stuff into it. It's such an insanely useful aircraft, but man, that drives me crazy. Okay, don't need you. Back to the blast furnace. Yeah. Strand casting. Do we have all the pellet presses? Aha! We do not! That is more like it. Okay. What else do we need? We should quickly investigate. Tungsten. We're going to be dealing in tungsten for our first time ever. One of these is a dedicated tungsten machine. Okay, and chemical blast, powder mixer, strand, ore, sinistering, strand casting machine, induction furnace. I think that's everything. I do believe that is a wrap. Every kind of tool we need for this. There are other kinds of tools we'll want, of course. But we don't really need them at this particular moment for this particular project. So, I can save what's left. I might need turbo transports. I might need a fast track. I know I'll probably want slow tracks, depending. It's going to be a proportions thing. There's a lot of crap that's going to go back and forth. There are reasons, like the aluminum is going to end up wanting. The aluminum is going to end up spitting out. I think it was. Crap, which way is it? One of them spits out silicon ore as a byproduct somehow that goes back. And another one wanted silicon in it. I forget the exact arrangement. These are all in their places for reasons. And they're all in my notes. They're all in here somewhere. We'll go over them piece by piece. But this is the real heart of it. These two. These two are the heart of it that most of it's built around. Because most of them need coal in some form, refined as coke, carbon monoxide, whatever. And most of them need salts, which come from the saline water. And, chemicals that come out of that. And like I said, I'm going to end up dropping, I'm probably going to end up taking this raw gas, converting it all. I'll have to store a lot of these, and then just bringing all the acid gas over here. It's not that far. I can do it easy. There are ways. I have ways. So, we'll use that for a while, and then we'll convert things. And we're going to have tungsten. Oh my gosh, I've never had tungsten to work with before. It's going to be great. I need more landfill. I'm going to do that. Oh, that's another great thing, is this is going to be producing landfill nonstop, too. That's one of its products. This thing is going to have a lot of crap coming out of it. It's going to be pouring out of every single orifice. Well, okay, it's got a lot of orifices. Anyway, what? I swear the buildings aren't actually living creatures. I swear they're not living, breathing things based on the weird alien tech I've been researching and finding. Really? They don't have reasons to be angry at me, I swear. They're just made out of rocks and things, really. Never mind my use of certain words that are generally organic. And until next time and every time, this is Hadrix signing off. Bye.